Hello and welcome everyone to Last Level Press. I'm Mr. Black, and I know it's been quite a while since I recorded a personal vlog. I thought I'd catch you guys up on some things that have been going on with Vi and I lately on a more personal level and give you a quick channel update while I'm at it. As I'm sure you can see in my face and hear in my voice, I am tired. I've had an extremely stressful couple of weeks, and rather recently some issues have come up on a personal life level that have left me acutely stressed, absolutely exhausted, and completely unfit to record. And it wasn't just for a day or two. Unfortunately, it's been almost 2 weeks now, and I've only now got the energy to record this, let alone actual episodes with my usual presence and intensity. I actually, just the day before yesterday, operating on like a couple of hours sleep for the last couple of days prior, laid down to take what I thought would be a quick rest, not even a nap, just to close my eyes for a little while, to kick a headache, and I ended up with my body just like giving out, and I slept from 6:30 in the evening to 4:30 in the morning. Completely bollocksed up my entire schedule. I guess I just absolutely needed it, and my body was insistent, no, you are resting, you need it, do it. Okay, jeez, you don't have to yell at me, alright, jeez, and that was a little jarring, and kind of a wake-up call to exactly just how badly I've been affected by all of the stress I've been under. Thankfully, however, the last couple of the issues that were causing a lot of that, I resolved yesterday, and despite my continued exhaustion, I'm already getting back to normal on a mental and emotional level, due to the relief and of, resolution and closure. I just want to let you guys know all of that, and I know I'm speaking in rather vague and general terms, not being terribly specific, but really I just don't necessarily want to bore you guys with the details. I just wanted to clear up why certain series, Rage in particular, haven't gotten updated as quickly as they ought over the last couple of weeks. I just have not been in the proper headspace to conduct myself in front of a camera, and that's why you may have noticed that I've unfortunately had to miss a couple of days' uploads. I had to delay last week's stream by a day. I've been scraping the bottom of the cached barrel, or rather, the cached content barrel. Good God. I swear, I'll continue to learn how to speak, and one day get it right, for videos to release, especially the last couple of days. And I hate to do that, but I hate to force videos and just to produce for the sake of production even more, because it just comes off as false, and you guys deserve better than that. So I appreciate your understanding. As always, I've mentioned this before, but as it always bears repeating to me, I just want to kind of make it clear where my priorities lie: quality over quantity. And I know you guys understand, and I know you support me in that, because the numbers don't lie. I've been checking things over the last couple of weeks, and despite the lull in content, especially this past week, you guys have carried our analytics forward hard, man. I gotta get ready for the 2K subscriber special, because it's coming up soon at this rate, very soon. And I know I've said this before, and I know I can come off like a broken record, but as much as a part of me feels like I say it too much, another louder part is yelling at me that I don't say it enough. So once again, thank you guys for all of your support, whether it's watching, liking, commenting, sharing, or even donating, as a couple of people have lately. Thank you all again for that very much. Every little thing helps. All of it is appreciated, and every milestone we hit is entirely thanks to you guys. I know some of you want to help more, and you want to know how you can help us chase down this elusive dream that we're after here in the volatile wilds of the interdependent, good lord, independent internet entertainment field. There we are. I'm looking at my own outline, and apparently I misspelled field to filth. I can't even, like, type right anymore. Good God, brain, why do you betray me? And we do need the help, unfortunately, now more than ever, for reasons I'll go into momentarily. And I am working on the script for another more informative vlog, which I will attempt to enunciate a little more carefully, to address some of those questions. I just need to take my time with that one, with the outlining, with the scripting, with the recording, with the actual delivery of it. I need to phrase things in very particular ways, because I really, really do not want to come off as though I'm just asking for money and donations, because that's not my intention whatsoever. I cannot bring myself to do that. There's a line that my ego simply will not let me cross, and even though I know I'm running a business, much as I try to keep it from feeling like one, at least for you guys, and it's okay to advertise for one's business, I don't know, I've got to take the time to phrase things in such a way that I feel okay about it, more than to you guys even, who I know by and large probably don't care one way or another about it, but I just think the real distinction in my mind that I'm trying to capture is I just want to call attention to the options that are available to those who want to help, like our Patreon, like the Twitch donation button, the new channel support button on our YouTube main page, all the avenues by which those capable and generous enough to support us directly can do so. And as I mentioned a moment ago, I do need the help. I hate to have to admit that, I really do, but now more than ever, and I do not reveal this information as an underhanded attempt at guilting any of you into donating. I really, truly, honestly do not. That is absolutely not my intention whatsoever. I just want you guys to know, I think you've got the right to know what's going on with me and why I've got to make certain decisions the way that I do moving forward. I'll keep this very precise and on point, but the very short version is this. I'm going to turn 26 in March, for any of you who wondered how old I am. And what that means for me, other than maybe getting a cool range day with the family as a celebration, is that I will cease to be covered under my mom's health insurance. And before I go on, please, as a favor to me, I don't care what your politics are one way or another. Please just don't start up political debates and flame wars down in the comments. You're not going to solve anything, and I don't need it. Nobody here needs all of the vitriol that comes with political flame wars. Just don't. Just please don't. I'm asking you nicely. Don't, please. But I know, just for having mentioned it, I'm sure it's just going to come up anyway. But now I've said it. But anyway, due to that cessation of coverage and due to how little I currently make, modest as our channel revenue still is, I've had to enroll in healthcare.gov. Unfortunately, none of the plans that cover the things that I need to have health-wise are quite within my ability to pay on a monthly basis, and I absolutely loathe admitting that. However, the situation is what it is. Now, I can cover it for a while. A good while, actually. I've got savings and I've got family willing to help, and thank God for that, otherwise I could never do any of this. But none of those things will last forever. So like I said, if I'm to continue doing this right here, on a daily basis, giving you guys the content that you enjoy and doing a job that I love, even as it gives me so little in monetary return, I need the channel to continue to grow, to accelerate in that growth, at least enough for me to break even on insurance, if nothing else, every month. I've mentioned in the past that Vi and I are staying with her folks until we're financially stable, and they are willing to let us do so until we reach that point, which I can never, ever express the depths of my gratitude for, but bills are another matter. Not even to them, to me. And I know I try to keep a lot of this kind of discussion out of my content. I reserve it at the very least for, like, streams where I've got a more informal, conversational tone there, but I know a lot of you guys don't like the reminder that many of your favorite YouTubers are indeed running an independent business with their channels, not just making videos on a daily basis out of the goodness of their hearts as a hobby, as though that were somehow morally superior at all, but that's another discussion entirely. But again, as much as you guys support me, and as close as I am to some of you, not to mention the fact that I fully intend for your viewership and support to keep me afloat, not just emotionally, not just mentally, but, you know, financially, monetarily in the future, I feel like I owe you guys an explanation of what's going on behind the scenes with me to a degree, and I'm not going to start throwing out, obviously, sensitive information. I'm not a complete and total moron, but I'm giving you guys a rundown of my situation. I think that's rather reasonable. So, what am I asking for? Why bring this up at all? Not necessarily what you think. I've said it in the past, and I never intend to break this promise, ever. I will never ask you guys for money. I can never bring myself to do that. I'll show you the avenues to do so if you are so inclined, as I've mentioned before, and I'll always be thankful to those who do, but I'll never ask it of any of you. And I'll especially just goddamn never ransom content. What I mean is, like, if I get so many donations before we reach donation from my wallet X, then I'll do thing Y. No. Goddamn it, no. I cannot stand that kind of thing. I think it's despicable, and I will never, ever do it. What I am asking for is visibility. Help us spread the word. You guys know a lot more people than I do, so share links to our channel whenever, wherever you can. If you like one of our videos, share it on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, wherever you happen to be in this digital jungle. That, more than anything, will help us, and you don't have to give us a cent. And ad revenue really is, and the more I see it, the closer that we get to the goal of financial independence, doing this thing that we love. And I can hear it now, of course, the clarion call of the cynics. Oh, you're just in it for the money. No! What money? I could have stayed at a half dozen. Good God, I really can't talk today. I could have stayed at a half dozen other jobs if it was a higher paycheck I was after, and a hell of a lot less actual work to boot. I am only in this for the money, insofar as money is necessary to get by in the real world, to keep the lights on, to keep food in the fridge, walls around me, and I'm sorry not sorry for needing or wanting those things. I'm not out to get rich, neither is Vi, neither is Addie, none of us are. I'm not out to get famous, I'm not out to do anything like that. I'm out to get by doing something I love and that I know others appreciate and that others will love right along with me, and I don't think it's so much to want out of life to chase after that. And even just mentioning all of this, I still feel like I'm holding a goddamn cardboard sign on the corner, and I'm just like elbowing in the ribs like, hey, remember those things you could do? Yeah, you could totally do those. And I'm not. That's not my intention at all. I can't keep those thoughts at bay, though, but you get the idea. I just get way too into my own damn head sometimes, but you guys already know that by now. Anyway, on to an entirely different and altogether more positive note. Now that I've caught you guys up on a little bit of what is indeed going on with me behind the scenes, let's get more to the channel on a more official level. I'm sorry, I just almost read the wrong line of my outline. I gotta get in the game today. Alright, let's see. As some of you may know, I recently received my Elgato HD game capture device, which, for those of you who don't know, will allow me to stream and record console games. Yeah, I'm excited too. I kind of ran a test stream of sorts last week to work out the kinks of its operation, and thankfully a couple of you turned out to help us do that, which was very, very useful because we can only see so much on our own end. So now we are technically ready to start putting up that little black box for use. I can't promise exactly. Good God, I just like punched my desk when I put my hand down. I am all over the place today. I am so sorry. I can't promise exactly when console content will start appearing on the channel, as we actually need to set up a whole new recording space in the other room that our consoles are in, so that may take some time. But the plan is to start running a weekly series of Throwback Thursday episodes recorded from older console games, and perhaps a few legitimate Let's Plays, like full-on lengthy series, once I've really gotten comfortable with working with the Elgato at all. And a humorous little addendum, I actually had to reorder the Elgato after buying an HD60 at Fry's back in January, but as it turns out, what I did not know at the time was that the HD60 is only compatible with the new-gen consoles, the PS4 and Xbox One, not with older consoles that I'm actually more interested in recording content for. Now, as far as what to expect from that content, I currently own the PlayStations 1 through 4, a PSP, a Nintendo 64, and GameCube, though the latter two will not get recorded at all whatsoever until Nintendo earns their way off of my blacklist for their archaic treatment of independent content creators on YouTube, and I will not back down from that no matter how much anybody wants to see it. Once again, a discussion for another day. So, let me know if there are any games that in particular you guys want to see from those old consoles. Obviously, I can't promise I'll be able to honor any and all requests, as I only own so many games, though my old library is rather substantial, and I may just post a catalog of it to our forums, which I will link, as always, below in the description, for simplicity's sake. I can say with some confidence that, assuming it all works out hardware-wise, one of the first series... Oh god, I accidentally full-screened my outline. I'm sorry, I've got so many technical errors coming wrong this time. I'm not going to fall prey to my own usual OCD and go and re-record things, because I've done that way too much, a lot. Like, I've brought this up a couple of times before, and I know I'm going off the rails here. I'm gonna force myself, I'm gonna confront my issues, and while it's relevant, mention it. I've got, like, an OCD about delivery. I really honestly do when it comes to getting, especially the first like 30 seconds of videos right, much less little errors that I make later on. And I've honestly legit re-recorded, especially the introductions to the first episodes in series, in which I'm very into my own head and concerned about the first impressions that I will leave with that first little bit to hook people. I've honestly recorded certain episodes in excess of 50 times to try to get them right, and I'm trying to break that in myself, because I know it's like not really healthy for me. Like, I get really stressed out about it, and it can actually negatively affect my content that I end up actually recording, and it becomes like this horrendous negativity cycle of just like, well, now that I've done all this, now it's impossible to do right. And I've actually dropped entire games before because I just ruined myself for the ability to record them, and I'm really honestly trying to make an extreme effort at not doing that to myself anymore. So if you notice in videos that are to get released in the near future, hopefully it will only be the near future as I work on getting through this, that I kind of slip up and I don't necessarily edit out little like misspoken lines or things like that, it's because I'm making an honest and like genuine effort to not do any of that anymore, and to just live with any mistakes that I make, roll with them, hopefully play them off humorously, and not stress out about it near so much, because I really have had like acute stress setting in on me lately, so it's actually been a significant concern. Anyway, back on task, on to outline. We're nearing the end of it, by the way. So, let's see here. There we are, I had to re-find my place. I can say with some confidence, assuming that it all works out hardware-wise, that one of the first series I will be running from the Elgato will be Dino Crisis 2, once I have wrapped the original here on PC. But after that, I don't know. I want to hear what you guys think, what you guys want to see, so let me know down in the comments, and on that note, I think I've yammered on enough for one day. Even more than I anticipated doing, and I really am actually feeling better already. Thank you guys, all of you, but especially you. No, not you. You right there. So, you guys have kind of helped to dust me off today, whether or not you realize it at all, and I appreciate that. So thank you all so much for watching me ramble on yet again here at Last Level Quest. I'm Mr. Black, and as always, I wish you all good gaming, and Godspeed. Although I have played a little bit of this game before, I barely— Oh, Jesus! Hi!